What's up, YouTube? Welcome to Gauge Girl Live. Happy Wednesday, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm going to give you guys a few moments to join the room. It's your girl, Christine, with Gauge Girl Training, an online meal planning and coaching service. For those of you who do not know me, I am a food scientist and chemical engineer by training. Go Drexel, go Drexel. And in today's video, I've been doing nutrition science Q&As on the Gauge Girl Training YouTube channel, but today I'm going to do something a little bit different. And I'm going to talk about why motivation sucks. I'm going to talk about why it sucks. And I'm going to have a very frank and honest chat with you guys about, hey Melissa, what's up friends? If you guys are just joining the broadcast, give the video a thumbs up. And hey Jackie, what's up everybody? And I'd like you guys to comment your current motivation level on a scale of 1 to 10. You have not been motivated lately. I feel you, girlfriend. Maribel Felix, hi from Vegas. What's up everybody? Olivia, hello, hello. Tanisha Kelly, what's up girl? 9 out of 10. Wow, that's amazing. 10? You got the first like. Thanks, Carmen. I appreciate that. Caroline, we're at about a 6. Stacy Kidd, hello, Stacy. Raniel, 7. You guys are doing pretty decent. You're not motivated. Hello, Mexico. Shannon. All right, here we go. I want to talk to the people. You're 0. All right. This is dedicated to you, Devin. I want to talk about to the folks especially who are not motivated and who are in a funk. And I want to talk to you guys about why motivation sucks. So what is motivation? Motivation, honestly, at the end of the day, it can be a good thing. Don't get me wrong. It can be a good thing, but it's an emotion. It's an emotion. And if you're a female, you guys know that our emotions kind of come and go like the waves of the ocean, and it's going to depend very much circumstantially on what's going on in our life. And as a result of that, there's a lot of things that we just can't control. There's a lot of things outside of our control. You don't like working out before work, and you have to now. So here's the thing. This is why motivation sucks. Is because it's fickle. It's an emotion. It is something that you cannot rely on. Motivation is not a reliable means to accomplish something. I got to tell you something. You can have success without motivation. Let me repeat that. You can have success without motivation. And for those of you guys relying on feeling like it, if you are relying on feeling like it, if you are relying on being in a good mood, if you are relying on perfect circumstances, if you are relying on loving what your body looks like that day, if you are relying on loving what you feel like on a given day, because here's the thing. Let's say you have enough motivation to get going on a program. You have enough motivation to get yourself to the gym. Hey, Ruthie. You have enough motivation to kind of just start and get the wheels turning. That's great. However, let's say a week goes by and you did good for about a week and you feel like you should have seen more progress. Who does that remind you of? Anybody? Does that resonate with anybody where you're like, okay, I've been doing this for a week now. Where are my results? Or how come I don't magically look like a better, fitter, more amazing version of myself? Or let's say you even do 2 weeks and you're like, well, damn, I don't look hot and sexy yet. Or you know what? I still hate the way I look naked. Or you know what? Like, this sucks. This is a lot of work. And what? I only lost a ½ inch off my waist. Or what? I only lost 1 pound. Dear God. And you're like, it's not even worth it. It's not even worth it. So yes, you do 1 push-up and you expect to have Madonna arms. And here's the thing, guys. you have to rely on habit. You have to rely on discipline. Discipline, discipline, discipline. If you had to choose between talent and discipline, always choose discipline, because talent is overrated. Discipline is showing up when you don't feel like it. Discipline is doing what needs to be done, whether or not you feel like it. Discipline is that follow through. It's that not making the excuse. It's taking the action. And here's the reality of the situation, friends. Here's the reality of the situation. If you guys are just joining the broadcast, welcome. It's Christine with Gauge Girl Training, an online meal planning and coaching service. Today on YouTube Live, I am bringing you guys a motivational chat about why motivation sucks. And what I got to tell you guys is that you are trading the comfort of things that you think are going to make you feel better. So for instance, let's say you've been on your plan for about a week or two and you're like, F this, I don't look the way I want to look. Hey, Jaleesa, Allie Woods, welcome. I don't look the way I want to look yet. I only lost a pound. So forget this. I'm just going to turn to the comfort of being lazy. I'm going to turn to the comfort of eating whatever the hell I feel like it because it's easier. I'm going to eat according to my emotions. I am going to do the things that satisfy my current emotional state. And if you keep going with the waves of your emotions, as opposed to following through on the habits and behaviors and disciplines of what you actually need to do to get to where you want to be, like, guys, you have to realize that what you think is more comfortable, what you think is easier, is actually worse. You think it's going to be easier to not go to the gym. You think it's going to be easier to not eat healthy. You think it's going to be easier to not make a healthy eating decision if you're out to eat. You're going to think it's easier to inhale an entire tub of popcorn if you go to the movies. Hey, yes, what's up, love? You think that all those things are going to be easier, but the reality is you are going to have to deal with the consequences of all of these choices that are self-destructive. So the thing is, yes, motivation sucks, and I feel like everyone is kind of just going through it right now. It is cold out. It is miserable right now. Right now you think, this is, especially after their leg day. The thing is, guys, stop having the argument with yourself about what's easier. Stop having the argument about what's more comfortable. Stop having that and get yourself on a structured path to where you want to be. Because the reality is, success is inevitable if you trust the process. Nobody wants to hear that. Just like if you were on a GPS in your car and you needed to go from one city to another city, you are inevitably going to end up at that city if you type in the address into your GPS. Now, there might be detours along the way, there might be traffic, you might take a wrong turn, but that GPS will redirect you. So what if you have a problem following through and you don't know where the plan takes you? Guys, do not skip your workouts, just show up. And here's the thing, guys, if you are feeling like shit today, if you are feeling like you just want to sit on your ass and you just want to be in your warm house and you just want to cuddle up with some blankets and cuddle with your puppies and watch whatever you want to watch and do whatever it is you feel like you want to do instead, what I'm trying to tell you is that is not going to actually ultimately make you feel better. That's not going to make you feel better. And stop relying on motivation. You're not going to always feel like it. And I know a lot of you guys are in a funk right now. I get in funks too. But the thing is, guys, if you can push hard enough, for at least, depends on the person, but if you can push hard enough, I'd say it's somewhere in that 3 to 6 week range is where the magic happens. Meaning, you set a goal. The first 3 weeks are going to be hell, I'm going to be honest with you, in my opinion. The first 3 weeks of any goal I ever set for myself always feels like you're filled with self-doubt, you're filled with self-limiting beliefs, you're filled with fear, you're filled with the, why am I doing this? You're filled with, this is so much effort, I'm not getting anywhere. You're filled with all of that negative bullshit that you tell yourself. But then the magic happens in that 3 to 6 week range. You got to push and punch through those first 3 to 6 weeks, because it's going to be painful. You're not going to feel like doing it. You're not going to want to do it, but do it anyway. Guys, do it anyway. But diet motivation, constantly having to remind yourself you can't out-train a bad diet. Here's a reality, Bree. Guys, here's the real deal, and I want everybody to listen up. Once you get sick and tired of your own bullshit, once you get so sick and tired of not having the results you want, of being discontent with your body, once you're ready to stop feeling and looking and putting up with the standard that you've allowed yourself to kind of just digress into, once you get so sick and tired of that, that is when you are going to make real changes. The reality is you're not sick and tired of it. The reality is you're kind of okay with it. The reality is you're like, mediocrity's good enough. You're like, you know what? I don't really got to lose weight, do I? You know what? I don't really got to lose body fat. I don't really got to, heck, I can wear some leggings. I can wear a baggy sweatshirt. I can do this. I can do that. Guys, no. You are allowing yourself to live at a lesser standard. You're allowing yourself to live at a lesser standard. And if that's what you want, be real with yourself that, you know what? I don't want this. I am okay with this standard for my life, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. But don't fool yourself and say, you know what, this is just too hard. Maybe I got a slow metabolism, or you know what, I just can't get my focus right, or you know what, I just can't get motivated enough. F that. Stop putting up with it. Stop putting up with it. Once you truly get sick and tired, I'm talking about once you get so sick and tired of not having energy, of feeling bloated, of feeling lethargic, once you get so sick of not liking the way you look naked. Seriously, guys, who in here likes the way they look naked? If you are truly content with that, like, do you look in the mirror and you say, damn, I look good, I look sexy, I'm loving what I got? Like, and don't do it for the weight. Don't do it for this. Don't do it for that. Like, do it because you want to feel your best. Do it because, like, you want to live life and vibrate on a higher frequency. I do not believe the flexible dieting community is a cop-out. I do not believe that one bit. I think that it is a strategic approach. I don't think that it needs to be so black and white. I definitely do not believe that's a cop-out. I believe that it is a great way to practice balance and moderation. Motivation is not reliable. Motivation is not reliable. And yes, this video will be posted here on YouTube. You can always catch the replay. And guys, motivation, it's just not reliable. Like, you can't build a healthy body off of feeling like it. Why do you think that the best athletes have coaches? Why do you think, like, why do celebrities and models have nutritionists and trainers and stylists? And, like, because you can't rely on wanting to feel like it. Like, guys, listen to this. So last night I saw this documentary on Usain Bolt, and he was just talking about how he was just so sick and how he was losing his motivation. He's the fastest man on the planet, and even the fastest man on the planet with a net worth over $100 million, like, so successful, breaking all these world records, if even that man, like, all the money on the planet, all the sponsorships, all of this, like, and he still doesn't feel motivated at times, that's why you gotta either get a coach, get an accountability partner, and stop saying that you don't need it, because you do. You do need that accountability. You do need that follow through. You need to set up a system to keep yourself disciplined. Guys, you cannot rely on motivation. It is the biggest myth, is the biggest lie. The motivational quotes, this, that, the other. I mean, yeah, now the thing is, when you get a wave of motivation, run with it, but don't expect that to drive you. I'll tell you what, everything I've ever accomplished, ever, whether it was with my physique, whether it was with my career, was not based on motivation. I'll tell you that much. It was based off of consistency, consistency, consistency. It was doing it whether or not I felt like it. And it gets tiring. It gets exhausting. It is a grind. So it's not going to be easy. And guys, I appreciate you all being here. If you are just joining the broadcast, I want to welcome you guys. It's Christine with Gauge Girl Training and Online Meal Planning and Coaching Service. Today I'm talking about why motivation sucks. If you are in here watching this broadcast, I do ask you guys to please give the video a thumbs up. That really helps me out a lot. So please, let's get those thumbs up going and the likes going. Will I make more money in investment videos and finances? I will. And I think I can start doing that here on YouTube Live to gauge the interest on that. So if you are not feeling motivated today, join the club. If you are struggling to reach your goals, know that it's not always going to be easy. But here's the thing, guys. Punch through those first 3 to 6 weeks. Give it everything you got. And if you're still effing up on the weekends, if you are still effing up, I've got to tell you, you don't want it badly enough. You don't want it badly enough, because when you do want it badly enough, when you want it that badly, that not a thing is going to stand in your way. Like if I told you that on the other side of that effort, you will be rewarded. You will be. Guys, you gotta want it so bad. Like I don't think you guys understand the depth of how bad you gotta want it. Like, let's say, all right, let's draw an analogy here. Let's talk about like relationships for a second. If let's say you're dating someone, or you are in a relationship, and you had to go out of your way to to see your significant other. And if you didn't go out of your way to see your significant other, let's say you guys don't live together, because I know some of you guys are married, some of you guys whatever, and you had to go out of your way to see them. You're gonna have to put in effort if you want to be with somebody. You're gonna have to put in effort and energy and intention and thought. But why do you do it? Because you probably love that person, because it's worth it to you, and it's probably worth it to you to put in that energy. It's worth it to you to invest that energy, to go out of your way. It's worth that extra energy to do your hair nice and do your makeup pretty and wear a cute dress where you feel like you look good, because you want to do that, because you really want to be there with that person, for that person, because you love them. Or for your kids. Think of how much you would do for your kids. So why the hell are you guys not doing shit for yourselves? Why are you not doing stuff for yourself? Because at the end of the day, you are your longest commitment. At the end of the day, you only have you. So I see it so often, and I'm going to say it. Yes, thank you, Ruthie. Thank you for that. Guys, if you're in here watching, and I can see how many people are watching. There's a lot more of you watching than giving me some thumbs up. So I'm asking you guys for some love. I really appreciate that. And thank you guys, Sarah and everybody, Ali, all being here on the broadcast. But guys, if you think of the things that you actually want to do. Think of the things that you actually want to do, and look at where your actions are right now. Like, if you really want to do something, you find a way. You find a way, right? If you really want to do something, you find a way. So why are you not finding a way for yourself? Why are you not finding a way for yourself? And it's one of the biggest bullshit things that I deal with my clients, the excuses. Like, be resourceful. Like, you could either tell me, oh, well, you know, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, X, Y, Z happened, and it was my cousin's sister's brother's dog's birthday, and this happened, and then it snowed, and then this happened. You guys, if you want to do something, you will make it happen. And the reality is, you guys like the idea of being in a fit, sexy body. You like the idea of fitspo. You like the idea of looking good. You like the idea of looking a certain way. But you don't want it badly enough to follow up with the work. You don't want it badly enough to follow up with the work. So you can either be like, dang, I got to step my game up, and I got to stop messing around. I got to stop playing. Or you could be like, you know what? I'm cool, I'm good, and call it what it is. Don't like be in this wishy-washy mess with yourself where you're like, you know, I really do want to lose weight, but I keep messing up. Oh my God, I don't know what to do. Yes, you do. You know what to do. Stop playing. Start focusing. Stop playing. Focusing. Do it now. Do it now. Not now. Right now. And the thing is, guys, if you don't want to do it, say you don't want to do it, and own that. Own that. It's okay to not want to do it. It's okay. Nobody's making you, no one's forcing you, but don't live in this wishy-washy, lukewarm place. If you're going to do it, do it. So the reason why motivation sucks is because it is not a reliable way to do it. If you want to do it, there's always a way to do it. Agreed. Agreed. The journey is never as fun as the destination. And that's the thing, guys, I want to talk to you guys about today and really invest this energy and pour into you guys today, because the journey it's not going to be fun. It's not going to be butterflies and roses. It's not champagne and croissants. It's not. It's work. It's doing shit you don't really feel like doing all the time, but you got to do it anyway now. There's ways to make that journey more comfortable. There's ways to make that journey more adaptable to you. Croissants, right? Who wouldn't love to have some freaking mimosas and croissants and lattes every day and just chill and just whatever? Come on, guys. It doesn't work that way. Anything worth having is going to take some work. Okay, any advice for those who are just so overwhelmed with all the recipes and advice getting started with just everything? Shorty Love 87, get a meal plan. Get a meal plan, follow a menu. Simple. What's my opinion on fat burners? Don't waste your money. Use that money and buy yourself some like nice salmon. If you don't know what to do, get a meal plan. And the reason is it's going to give you the focus and structure and tell you what to do. So that way you can't be like, well, I don't know what to do. This is what you do. Like, that's another excuse. Well, I'm overwhelmed. Okay, pick one menu. Pick one menu that you like and prep it. All right, guys. You're not having FOMO for any food anymore, life changer. I think that's awesome. I think that's awesome. Let's talk about that for a second. FOMO, fear of missing out. Do you guys ever feel like you're afraid you're going to be missing out? And I deal with this sometimes, where like if I'm at an event, or I'm at like a sporting event, or I'm in some sort of like party social environment where there's free champagne and there's this and there's that, and it's just so easy to want to feel like you are going to miss out. Guys, like, you're not missing out on anything. You're really not. And I know a lot of you guys struggle with that social aspect, but the thing is, here's the reality. If you need to be inebriated to have a good time, there's a deeper issue. If, like, for instance, why do people drink? They like to get buzzed because it's fun and it's social. But the thing is, why do people like to get buzzed? Because it gives them a pass to act differently. It gives them a pass to act differently and behave differently. People feel uninhibited, and they feel like they can be funnier. Or some people are funny drunks and happy drunks. Some people are mean drunks. Some people are sad drunks. And they feel that that gives them a pass to be how they really want to be. Or how about just be who you really want to be? You don't need alcohol to turn you into somebody else. And so many times people want to self-soothe, and alcohol is just one example. There's a million other things that you're an over-sexual drunk, so you don't drink. But the thing is, it's like, be who you are. And once you realize that you don't need to be under the influence of anything to be who you are, that you can have a great time and you can laugh and you can be yourself. And like, if you need to be that numbed and that buzzed and that in a different mindset and state to be who you really are, there's a way deeper issue, and that's not the nature of this broadcast. I'm trying to help those of you who are not motivated, who think you need to feel motivated. Sometimes you fear missing indulgences and fear missing out. How about this, guys? How about you be that person with your willpower so strong and your will so resolute that nobody can move you? How about that? Think about that for a minute, guys. For instance, when I have a very specific goal, I still socialize, I still go out, but like, for instance, if I'm with my girlfriends, I'll order a club soda and lime, and I'll still go out, I'll still dance, I'll still sing karaoke, I'll still do my thing, but I just won't drink. And people, like, it's crazy because you can be that polarizing force. For instance, one of the number one things I say in a social environment is order first. For instance, I will order my meal first when I'm in a group because, or even with somebody else, because I don't want to let their decision of how they want to eat and drink that evening sway my decision. So for instance, if it's like, you know what, I'm having black coffee, or you know what, I'm having a club soda and lime, or sometimes I'll just get like a sugar-free Red Bull, and you know, it's better than a sugar-free Red Bull and vodka. But do you know what I'm saying? Or I'll place my order. I'll be like, you know what, I'll have a burger without the bun. Or you know what, I'll have a salad dressing on the side. Like, you decide. Be the influence. Like, for instance, do you guys know how powerful it is for you to be the person who sets that standard? Set the standard. Don't wait for everybody else around you to draw you, because the reality is people are going to bring you to their standard, whatever their standard is. So you got to be careful with who you hang out with. Like, it doesn't mean that you can't be friends with people who don't have the same goals. It doesn't mean that. But like, if you really got goals, your people, when I say your people, your inner circle is going to want to cheer you on. They're going to want to support you. They're going to want to make sure you're on track. Like, my inner circle is extremely small. They know my goals and they support my goals. So like, if I'm like, you know what, I'm good, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that, like, you know, everyone has different opinions, and I agree with you on that, Carly, big time. But guys, we cannot rely on motivation to reach our health and fitness goals. And you guys, for some of you, you don't want it badly enough. And I'm going to keep going in on that because I'm so sick of the bullshit. Aren't you? Don't you ever get sick of your own bullshit? Guys, I set my alarm this morning. I got up. Do you think I didn't want to, like, you know, spend some extra, like, cuddling time in bed? Of course I did. But, like, I had to get up. I had to get my cardio done. I had to get my workout in because I had a meeting at 9 o'clock. It had to get done. It had to get done. And it didn't matter that I didn't feel like it. And you know what? I did the best that I could. Some people actually judge you for making conscious, healthy decisions. It's either boring or lame. It's an odd concept to me, depending on your ethnicity, family. It can just be as negative. Do it anyway. So here's the thing, guys. I want you to get charged up. I want you guys to have a reality check. I want you guys to go out and no longer be the person standing in your own way. Are you standing in your own way? Are you stopping you? So guys, in the beginning of any program, that first 3 to 6 weeks is going to be painful. It's going to take a minute until you get into a swing, but push through it. Push through it, push through it, push through it. Be the standard. Be the standard for those around you. Be the standard for your damn self. Guys, do you really want to let January is almost over. Do you really want to let another year go by? Do you really want to let another year go by and still be stuck in the same place? Do you really want to be in the same place? Seriously? Guys, if you, I know I'm being a bit intense right now, but do you really want to be able to look in the mirror and be in the same exact place? What? Hell no, exactly. So, do something. Like, do something about it. Stop being okay with just mediocrity. Stop being okay with the status quo. Stop being okay with average. Stop. That's, like, I'm all about self-love. I'm all about body confidence. I'm all about all of those things. I'm not saying hate yourself. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is dig deep and ask yourself, how badly do I want this? And what steps do I need to take on a day in, day out basis to do it, to make it happen? Because the only one stopping you is you. The only one stopping you is you. You are the only one. You are the only one that can make it happen. And it's going to come down to your mindset. So stop relying on motivation. Stop telling yourself excuses. Do I think it's possible to work on multiple goals at once? Depends. I think that hey Casey, what's up, babe? I'm doing this to replace morning motivation, if that makes sense. And I want you guys to realize that you are the only thing standing in your own way. I want you guys to realize that it's not going to be easy. I almost want you guys to get pissed off. And I know these truth bombs hurt. I know it's not cool to hear that you're effing up. I know it's a shitty ass feeling to feel like you are missing the ball or missing the mark or whatever. You guys know what I mean. It's a shitty feeling. And if you're in, okay, let's be sensitive for a minute. If you're in that downward spiral right now where it's just bad after bad after bad after bad and just shit just keeps happening and you feel like you're sinking, I'm asking you to lift your hand up and let the Cage Girl Training community pull you up. Because the thing is, it's hard to do this alone. It is hard to do it alone. You can, don't get me wrong, you can. People do it, but it's hard. It's a lot easier when you have a coach, when you have a community, when you can speak your mind freely in our forum and talk about it. So let's be sensitive for a moment because I know some people got some real things going on. I talk to you guys. Do I meditate? I pray. I do. And I try to catch my breath. Guys, so the other alternative, here's the other alternative. If this live broadcast doesn't move you to action today, here's the alternative. You can continue to sink. You can continue to yo-yo. You can continue to be wishy-washy. You can continue to be your own worst enemy. And you can continue to be discontent. Do you guys realize that we have one life? That the fact that we are alive and breathing right now, and that we woke up to this day today, do you guys realize what a gift that is? Like my mind is blown sometimes when I realize that every day, when I stop thinking about every obstacle, when I stop thinking about the things that trouble my mind, when I think, you know what, Christine, like, wow, you've been blessed with a new day. You have air in your lungs. You can see. You have a roof on your head. You have clothes on your back. You have food in your fridge. And the fact that we've been given these bodies, we are here on this earth. Like, guys, we have so much to be grateful for. If you're ever, like, in a funk, start thinking of all the things you have to be grateful for. And I think that if we move our mindset to a mindset of gratitude and move our mindset to one of not settling and move our mindset to one of being grateful for the opportunities before us, because guys, if you've lost loved ones this year, if you've lost loved ones last year, if, life is short. And it's too short to be living in a state of bullshit excuses. It is too short to be just in a congested mindset. Is your mindset congested? Do you know what I'm saying? And I think that's an amazing mindset, Maria. I'm very sorry for your loss. Very sorry for your loss. Once we shift our mindset to one of gratitude, to one of gratefulness, to one of just being like, dang, like, wow, I have today. What about my 21-day keto journey? It wasn't keto, but I lost 6 pounds on it. I've been feeling great. I'm in a good routine. I have been consistently working out and making better eating choices. I'm really happy with it. Thank you very much for asking. And it was just the kick in the butt I needed. So what do you do now? Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Take action. Every day, focus on what you can do. Guys, I was so defeated about something, literally moments before this broadcast. I was defeated about something that I'm dealing with. And I was feeling really upset about something, but I'm like, you know what? No. What I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on today. I'm going to focus on what I can do. And anything behind me is behind me. All you have is the 24 hours in front of you. You have the air in your lungs you have now. So do not squander your life. Do not squander your life with poor health, with poor decisions. Do not squander your life, because I feel that so many of you have amazing gifts and talents and strengths that cannot serve others unless you are okay. So here's the thing, guys. Take the focus off of feeling like shit, feeling guilty, feeling out of control, feeling emotional, feeling motivated. Put that aside. Focus on gratefulness, thankfulness, discipline, and what gifts you for instance, if you are at 100% you, if you are at 100% of you, meaning you're functioning and vibrating at the level that you were created to function and vibrate at, Think of all the people that are supposed to be benefited, who are supposed to benefit from you being the best version of you. Because believe it or not, guys, there are other people out there relying on you to be you. Does that make sense? There are people in your family. There's people whose paths you're going to cross in life. There's people you are going to cross paths with in life who are going to need you to be you. Does that make sense? And you can't be fully you unless you're taking care of yourself. So what's it going to be, guys? What's it going to be? Are you going to sit here and be like, oh, I can't get motivated? This is why I say to motivation. This is why I say to motivation. Don't rely on motivation. Rely on digging deep, showing up, doing what you need to do, whether you feel like it or not, and loving yourself enough to push through. Because any other comfort that you think you are going to experience instead of focusing on your goals is an illusion. It's an illusion. Guys, eating bullshit, drinking alcohol, partying, going to the movies, yada, yada, yada. It's your girlfriend's brother's sister's dog's birthday party. All of that is an illusion. Motivation is a joke. Do what needs to get done. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. So, do it anyway. Do it anyway. So, that's all I got today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this live broadcast. This is what I say to motivation. And when the current grind is getting out of poverty, it can be a real struggle. I can definitely relate to that, Brianna. I can relate to that. I have been there, guys. I have been there. I have been there, but what I gotta tell you is, do it anywhere. Do it anyway. Be that. Is this live? Yeah. Be the standard. Set the standard. So guys, thank you for joining me. I love you all so much. This video, you can catch the replay.